Hey, what up, guys? It's Julia Vamps, and who we got on the show today?
You feel me? ØHenry tapped in.
And it's release day.
It's release day. Probably
my turn to be king.
Come on now, it's my turn to be king, which is the meaning of my last name.
How do you say your last name?
ØHenry.
ØHenry. Okay, so I knew right off the bat once I saw your real name, I was like, oh, he's African for real. Like for real, for real.
Come on now, from the motherland.
Exactly. You know it. You're not Sierra Leone, but you're from Nigeria, right?
Nigeria.
I already knew right off the rip. I'm like, his parents must hate that he is not a doctor, a lawyer, or anything like a regular 9 to 5.
Law school. Easy. You wanted me to go to law school. It was
absolutely
tough. He's convinced now.
I can't imagine what it was like. But like, to be honest with you, you are insanely talented. So obviously at some point he had to be like, all right, let me put my pride aside and say, you know what, and recognize what real is, and your sound and your ability, your pen, and you're a musician. So it's like, it's so many different layers to you it's a lot of times uncommon these days with artists, but I just absolutely love that you are so versatile.
You feel me? You gotta be versatile. I came in being a musician first, so that's how it started, really.
Absolutely. So let's talk about My Turn to Be King and the creative process that you had with that and the development that you got there, because there is key consistencies there. But for some reason, I feel like the sound, obviously you have some Afro beats in there as well, but the sound for this particular project is it's like slightly different than what you would normally do, but it's really a vibe, and there's nothing skippable, by the way.
Nah, man, I appreciate that.
Yeah. I was in the gym listening to it. I was like, whoa, okay. I feel it.
It's the vibe.
Oh, yeah.
So really, though, on this project, obviously it's named after my last name. I really just wanted to be more personal. You feel me? I really wanted to like open up in this project and just like talk about my life and like the things I've been through, and like when you hear the intro, it just goes in for me being young, from the things I used to do, and just when somebody tried to rob me one time, he put the pistol on my chest and I was just stuck. I put that in there at the time when my grandma passed. I was just trying to throw everything in there quick just to get a quick summary in the intro about little things I went through. And that everybody can make it out when they get to a dark side, that there's a light, you feel me? There's a light. Okay. And that was the intro. And then, I tie into my R&B side of things. Then I get into the interlude, talk about like sacrifices you got to make.
That's my favorite, by the way.
You feel me? Like sacrifices you got to make while you're trying to make it out here. And like sometimes it's people in your circle, people in your life that sometimes you just got to cut off. You got to let go. You can't be afraid to let go, And yeah, that's what that was about. And I had to throw my pops in there. He had to explain what my last name meant. I had to put it in
thought it was your dad. I mean, obviously it said pops, but I'm like, this definitely has to be his father. Like he has the most thickest African accent ever. You already know. I already recognize it. But I love that you included your father in it. Like you made him a believer. Now look at that. He's on your album.
For real.
That's interesting for sure. It is. So you, so prior to dropping this particular album, you had a couple of other projects that came out. I want to say you dropped like projects every year since 2018, 2017.
It was 2019.
2019. And they've been super, super consistent. One thing that I've noticed about your content and your writing ability is that it feels very reminiscent. It's not old school at all. It's very modern. I like to think of it as if the Migos, Frank Ocean, and Black like did a collab, and that's what we have is your sound, which is super, super unique and has the ability to honestly run R&B for the next, I say 5 to 10 years. So with your content matter, it reminds me very much of the R&B when the guys were in the desert in the rain talking about, baby, I love you. I want to get with you. I want to marry you. It's like, it's not what we have today, where it's like bitches, hoes, blah, 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 whatever. It's just really like, I love. And I love that about some of your content. So what makes you connect in such a way? Because it made me like almost fall in love with you. It was weird. I felt it in my heart.
Man, it's like really really with this is like just how you brought up. You feel me? I'm just not that person. Like, and most people will write about things and that's not even really them. Like,
right.
I don't feel like I need to be somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that person I'm that lovable person. You know what I mean? I believe in love. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to write about. You feel me? And like, I'm influenced. I listen to Music Soul Child. You know what I'm saying? Mint Condition. You know what I'm saying? Like Stevie Wonder. Like it's my fault. Like, come on. Like that's what I listen to. Like, I'm not trying to be like these rappers. Most R&B people want to be rappers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could take a couple things. Like, I'm from Oakland, California. Yeah, I got a couple. You know, I can say some, but I say it in a different way. You feel me?
Right. And it's connecting. It's a good connection that you have with the listener. Like I said, it's like it felt like I fell in love with you, and I'm like, is this the guy that I want to marry? This is something that you want your boyfriend to write down in a card and hope that you don't know it's the lyric to an ØHenry song and think he's the one that's doing like the poetic justice in a way. You know what I mean? But I definitely love your content matter, and it kind of gives most females, I feel like right now, because I feel like there's a tide turning for females. They're tired, so it gives us hope that there's something out there, someone out there pushing the right narrative to, you know, love is okay. It's a beautiful thing. It's not going to kill us.
No, for real. You feel me? Like, I don't want y'all to still be over it. Shout out to Summer Walker, you know?
Exactly.
Love is here. You feel me? We still got some ruins out here.
And we have a single off of your album, Worth It. Let's talk about that. You collab with Journey. I love that collab, by the way. That's another one of my favorite songs because I did like a full dump onto my playlists with your music. So let's talk about how you ended up collabing with her with that particular song for the album.
Man, like, Journey's sound is amazing. Like, I've worked with Journey a lot. Like, we just have this chemistry, this connection, you know? So when it came to Worth It, it was just automatic. Like, it's something about when we work together in the booth, it's like this connection, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was like, when I heard Worth It, I was like, yeah, this is going on the project. You feel me? And she's from the Bay, too. She's doing her thing. Shout out Journey. I got to check her out.
Definitely. And, you know, what's funny is when I heard that song, that's when I, like, went over to like her artist page on Apple Music, and I was like, let me go through this real quick. And she's honestly fire. So it's like new artists introduce new artists, and I love stuff like that instead of, you know, not that it's a bad thing, but you always get the big collabs or stuff like that. But when you have indie artists really kind of lateral connecting, like they're fans, like fans of fans with other artists, it's a beautiful thing.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So I do want to talk about your consistent collaborations that you have with an artist named C5. So is he somebody that's pivotal in your career? Somebody that's super important to you?
That's my brother. C5, that's my brother right there. We both from the Bay. You know, we went to the same high school. We went to the same elementary school, but didn't meet each other until high school, though. You know, and then when he came to LA, like when I first came to LA, he came to LA too, and then we kind of just like, or like, you know, hustling together and stuff like that on the music side of things. And then we just always collabed, and then we just like built the chemistry together. I
like that. It's very consistent. It reminds me of almost like how Justin Timberlake found that his partner in making music was always going to be Timbaland, no matter what. So I like that you guys have that consistency, and you guys are always collabing and always finding your way to each other when you're making music. It's beautiful.
That's my bro, because, you know, he rap, I sing, so it's kind of like that balance.
It's a beautiful balance, absolutely. And before we circle back to talk a little bit more about your album, you're a Berkeley graduate.
I went to Berkeley College of Music. Like I said, my pops was on me. I got a full scholarship.
Wow.
On drums. I played drums. Like, really couldn't nobody mess with me on drums growing up. And I got a full scholarship to Berkeley College of Music, and I majored and graduated with a degree in music business management.
That is amazing. And it's not too often anymore that you're seeing musicians complete school. They'll go to school, drop out, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's a beautiful thing when you see somebody really take their passion to a whole nother level. And Berkeley is pretty hard to get into. So it's serious intelligence going on here. So you're not just like, you know what I mean, a singer. You're smart.
I try to tell people, I really do this. Music is my life, for real.
I see, for sure. That's what I was like, hold on, we got to touch on that Berkeley real quick because it's hard to get in there. It's not easy.
For real.
Absolutely. So let's just circle back to your album. So what's your favorite track off the album, and how do you pick collabs as well?
My favorite track on the album is Till the End.
And that's like at the end of the album, correct?
Really the last song.
Right.
It's the most different. And it's really my favorite song because like I had a crazy daydream one day and it was about the world ending like during the time. Like I wrote that song when everybody was buying all the toilet paper. And I was driving one time, they're talking about like, oh, you're missing curfew. If you're out, you'll be arrested. And I'm like, what's going on? Like one day it was just like, everybody was going through it. I'm just like, yo, what's really going on right now? And I just had a dream basically like that the world was about to end. And like, I knew somebody like that he was like a FBI, like he was in the FBI Secret Service or something. He told me like, yo, the world's about to end. You can bring one person to this safe house, They're going to cut off all cell service and everything. And like, I was kind of like, it was like a movie.
Right.
And I literally basically wrote that whole song off of that.
Wow. Okay. That's dope. I like that. A lot of your content, I wanted to say a little bit earlier as well. It feels like a small glimpse into kind of like journal entries in a way, if that makes any sense. Like nice, eloquent journal entries. It's not giving away too much of what's going on with you, but you get a small glimpse of what's going on inside your head a little bit. Yep,
that's the best way to say it. Like you said it perfectly.
No, but that's what I felt like. I was like, damn, you're getting a little bit, but I'm enjoying it for sure. So speaking of with your collabs, you've worked with people like Selena Gomez, and then you were also in Poplyfe. Were you on America's Got Talent at that time with Kehlani?
So basically with Poplyfe, that's how I got into this program, 5-week program. It was crazy, like the way things work. My mom was like, you need to focus on like school and stuff like that. Well, my pops mostly. And then she found out the Berkeley 5-week program. And it was the same time that the auditions were happening for America's Got Talent. So she had told Dwayne Wiggins and everything that like, yo, like he has to go do this. And that's what happened. So I didn't make that time. But yeah, I was a part of Poplyfe in the beginning when we had Zendaya and Kehlani.
Oh, like, wow.
People don't even know that. Yeah, I'm going to spill all the beans. Zendaya and Kehlani was in there. We was all rehearsing every day. We would have Gabby Wilson, who was her.
Right.
Her was Gabby Wilson. She'll come pull up with the bass. It was all of us playing bass up in there. And we started the band with, it was really me, Dylan, and Denzel. And Dylan is Dylan Wiggins, Dwayne Wiggins' son, and Raphael Sadiq's nephew.
Wow.
He's doing great things too, so shout out to him.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, this whole entire lineup, first of all, you're destined to obviously do good, but it just seems like everybody from the lineup is just killing it right now on like next level. So it's definitely your turn to be king. Not trying to be funny, but like this is where you gotta really step in and just kind of like on everybody's neck.
It's on pressure.
It's on sight.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's pressure right now. Like that's what you gotta do. It's pressure. I gotta let people know. You know
exactly.
That's why the title, like, it's my term to king. That's my last name. It's my purpose. I'm letting y'all know. Coming.
I'm telling you, I believe, honestly, like I said earlier before the interview, I can't believe I didn't find you sooner. Like you are extremely talented. It's crazy. Like I already like listening off of, like I said, there's no skippables on your album. There's so many songs that could land on the radio and different promos. You could put them in movies. You could put them on commercials. Just so many different things that you can hear it in passing and then know that that's ØHenry's song. You know what I mean? Even NBA commercials or something. But I think it is definitely your turn for sure. Appreciate that. Absolutely. And with Kehlani, you working with her from the very beginning, and both of you guys having two insanely, I don't even know like the word to use for this, but I don't want to say good, but insanely good, because I feel like there's a better word than good to say, but insanely good writing styles. Have you guys teamed up at any point or are considering to team up at any point with writing or working together, just features or anything like that? I want to say that collab coming soon. That collab coming soon. Okay. That collab is gonna come. Trust me. Kehlani, what's up? That collab coming soon. Oh, you got me excited because I'm a big fan for sure. It's been definitely. It's only one way. It gotta happen. Absolutely, I believe that too. Because come on, both of you guys' pens are. I don't want to say it's a very sensitive word, but it's retarded. Like I don't know how else to describe it. Is y'all pens are retarded. Like it's intense. And I love a good writer because if you can connect with your words and you can literally paint a picture in your music, and I'm not just like, you know what I mean? But if I'm literally vibing and going along with you, I feel like that's what you have, a beast. There's no other way to put it for that.
Feel me? Come on now.
So I wanted to say this to you as well. I feel like you are definitely in a league of your own, because even when I was trying to figure out, okay, who can I compare him to? Even with the small comparison, it's really not a comparison because you don't really sound like these people. It just sounds as if they were to do some sort of collab. So when you were developing your sound, who were you listening to at the time?
Nobody.
Oh, damn. Nobody, period. This is how we got there.
Like, people be like, what's up right now? What you listening to? I'm not listening to nothing right now.
Just you.
My stuff.
I like it. It.
You gotta get in the tune of yourself sometimes. Sometimes you gotta tune the outside world out, because when you listen to other things so much, you start to kind of like get that in your music. You feel me? And when I first started, people would be like, oh, like you sound like this. I gotta go, you sound like Chris on this. You sound like Ty Dolla $ign on this. I was like, I ain't listening to him no more.
Wow.
You feel me?
I like that.
You gotta focus on yourself. Find your own sound. Like really tune in with yourself. And I record a lot. I be at the crib. I record at the crib, and you really gotta like tune in at what you feeling at that moment. Like I always try like to get into my feel. Like I gotta get into my zone. You know what I'm saying?
I feel it. Yeah. And I peeped the billboard in the back. I can't wait for yours to be up there. I know that's another artist's work. We waiting for yours to get up there to have that number one. Let's do it. Let's do it for sure. So are you gonna go on tour? You doing any festivals or going on tour this summer to promote this album?
I'm literally working on that right now. Like I'm really in the works right now. Like telling you.
Oh, damn. So I want to ask, but where can we catch you, if anything? Are you just going to be on the West Coast, or are you just going to do like maybe something national so people can really get to know you? Because people need to get familiar.
The plan is national, and then hopefully international. I'm working on something right now as well.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Try to open up with somebody. I can't say too much, but
hey,
you know what I mean? Like, international days. Like I'm shooting that shot. I'm one of those people. It's like it's either yes or no with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I shoot my shot. Like that's how I got to where I'm at right now, is because I believe in myself and I shoot my shot. So it's like, yo, what's up? You need support? What's up? We're good. Yo, what's up? What's going on? I can get there. I'm gonna make it happen. You know?
I feel it. Now, but you're a gifted person, and I don't think I've ever really said this before, but I feel like you're definitely a chosen one. If that makes any sense, I hope that makes sense. But there's few in between artists that you can say like that are genuinely chosen, but I feel like you're definitely a chosen one for sure.
Appreciate that, for real.
Absolutely.
Everything.
So this is my favorite part of the show. It's called 5 Fast Facts. You've got to drop 5 gems about yourself starting now, and it's got to be quick. And you got to give us the juice. And you gave us some good juice too already, so I know you got 5.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Determined.
Okay.
King.
Okay.
You feel me?
Keep going.
Hard worker.
All right.
You feel me? At heart.
Come on.
Loaded.
Okay.
And relentless.
Relentless. And then I'd have one that I wanted to ask you, just because you're a man that loves. Can ladies slide in your DMs? Because first of all, you're a good-looking African king. I think they want to know if they can just slide in there.
I mean, they can slide in, but I might not see it, but they can slide.
Oh, I said, go ahead, shoot your shot.
I may not see it. They can shoot their shot though. I got a lot piled up right now. I got a lot piled up, but they can slide in.
And that's where the devotion comes in. Let nothing else distract you. I feel it. I like it.
You know what I mean? They can slide in though. You know what I mean? Anybody welcome to slide in.
There's no discrimination.
But not everybody make the shot.
Ooh, okay. I like it. Definitely. Well, ØHenry, thank you so much for dropping by today and also dropping that album today. I think we're all going to appreciate this one going forward. This is going to go somewhere.
Turn to be king on all platforms. Everywhere.
All platforms.
Come on now.
You got to stream it. I've been streaming it all day. So y'all got to help me out too. So let's make this number 1.
On everything.
Exactly. On everything. You know, it's funny. I was just thinking that. I was like, not just on the R&B side. We needed a number 1 on across all boards.
Everything. Real.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you having me.
At any time, man. Like your music got me hyped.
1,000.
I always try to be on 1,000, man. You know, it's the best. We gotta have the best on the show.
Where you from though? You don't mind me asking?
I'm from New York, but Westchester County. So I'm
okay.
right above the city. Like right above it. And I hate when people say, oh, it's not New York. I'm like, bro, I literally can look outside my window and see the Manhattan skyline. It might be faint, but I can see it. I can see it, man. I can see it. It takes me 20 minutes to get to the city. All right. Thank you, Scott. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening.
Everything.